Hello everybody, I hope you are staying well in this very challenging and crazy time, especially for the United States. But I'm here today in my apartment in New York City and try to bring you some peaceful moment, and I'm glad that you choose to watch me in this time because you have some many other options you can do for the Saturday evening, but I'm glad you tune in. And today I'm going to do a mixture of my new songs and old songs and some new stories and old stories, and I hope you will enjoy this live streaming concert. And if you have any issue for the hearing and watching, I try to read the chat, so please let me know. And I wonder where you're watching from, so you can write on the chat, and any feedback, please let me know. Okay. So I'm gonna start something different. This is from my solo album, which I released in 2011, and this is called Tears. That was called Tears from my solo album. How is the sound and the visual? Any suggestion? I hope it's okay. Lots of people are watching from different places in Maryland, Somerset County, Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, Tennessee, New Hampshire. Thank you, everybody. Sounds good. Thank you, Bill. Okay, so I'm gonna change my guitar. Today I'm going to use 3 guitars. So, okay, so I'm going to play one of my new songs, which I wrote a couple of months ago. And I'm going to use this a handmade guitar from Japan called the Hongo guitar. It's a classical guitar. And I was looking for the good title of this song, and some people gave me very nice ideas, and so far I entitled this Across the Seasons, but if you have any other better idea, I welcome your feedback. Okay, so this is Across the Seasons so far. Thank you. That was across the season so far. And if you get any other better title, please let me know. Thank you. So I use this nylon string guitar, and some people ask me about this thing. And this is called a guitar support. And usually when you play the classical guitar, generally you use a footstool. So basically you make your left leg a little higher. So without this, it's gonna be like this. But it's good, but sometimes my back hurts, and I discovered this, which my friend made. And this is called this is amazing thing. This is called Saga Works, SAGA Works guitar support. And what amazing is this is works for the magnet. So I put the two magnets inside of the guitar with a tape, a very strong one. So, and this part, two parts of magnet, and this can attach without hurting the guitar surface. So yeah, so that's guitar support. All right, I'm gonna go back to the guitar one more time. Oh, I have to say Happy New Year, because this is my first live streaming. And it's hard to believe it's gonna be almost a year since last March when I started first live streaming. Yeah, time goes so fast. Okay, many people wrote a comments. Thank you. Well, some people are watching from Osaka, Japan. Thank you. Well, Kameda-san from Maryland. Thank you, everybody. Okay, I'm gonna play something I haven't been playing for a long time. And there are some songs I wrote, I always play, and the songs have, I would say, durability. When I play those songs anytime, you know, I feel good. And some songs, when I composed, I really like it, and I played for a while for the shows. And I don't know why I sometimes stop playing those songs. And this is one of them, and I like this song, but I didn't have much chance to play. So I practiced this one a little bit. So I'm gonna share with you. And I wrote this song in the northern part of Wisconsin a couple of years ago. And I had some shows in Wisconsin in the end of April. And the next, I played at the theater, a small theater in a town called Three Lakes, Wisconsin. It's a beautiful old theater, which was originally a movie theater, and they renovated to a beautiful small theater. And I played a show there. Next day I was supposed to play a show in upper western Michigan by the lake, and it's very cold there. And the town is called Hancock. And there's another theater there, so I was supposed to play there. But the weather forecast says it's going to be a snowstorm. And then after I played that show in Three Lakes, snow started, and it gets so white, and in the end of April, and I was staying at the cottage by the lake. It's a beautiful little cabin, and so they gave me that place. And so my show in Michigan, in Hancock, Michigan, got canceled. So I ended up staying in the cabin one more day in the snow, and there was nothing to do. There was no internet there. So I was just playing there in the snow, and I made this piece. And the director of the venue in Three Lakes named it April Winter. That was called April Winter, which I composed in Wisconsin in the end of April, about a couple years ago. Okay, more comments are coming in, so I'm just going to quickly check. I grew up in North Michigan, Cheryl. Wow. Thank you. I'm watching from Asheville. Thank you, everybody. And I kind of like the interacting with this way. I mean, although I have to make a balance because I need to focus on you. But at the same time, with this live streaming, in the beginning, I felt like I had to be very, how can I say, professional to make it good. But now I feel like, I think it's a balance, and as long as the sound is good, the visual is good, I hope I can still interact with people and you can comment. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna play. Where's my capo? Okay. So I'm gonna play something I always play for you now. And there's a couple duo musician called the Kennedys, based in New York City. And I know them, especially I know the guitarist Pete Kennedy. And Pete and Maura are husband and wife. And they do a live streaming concert every Sunday. And since last March, so I think they play so many shows up till now. But amazing thing about them is that they play different songs every Sundays. They even do a request. So people email them to request a song, and they practice in that week. And every time they play something different. And I don't think I can do it. I mean, I'm trying to update with the new songs, but yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to play the same song all over and over every time. But I cannot be like them, change everything. And they don't have kids, so they have more time, I think. And I have small kids, so I have to watch them. That's the excuse. Anyway, this is called Another Great Day to Be Alive. Thank you. That was called Another Great Day to Be Alive. I hope you are enjoying this online concert. Sounds okay, so still? Thank you, Greg and Yoshiko-san from New Jersey. Jerry, Cappy, thank you. Thank you, James from New Milford, New Jersey. Okay, I'm gonna sing something different now. And even though the new year is a continuation from the previous year, many people try to start something new. And I wonder if you start something new. But I began taking banjo lessons. It's an online class. Because banjo was my first instrument when I was in middle school. And I practiced a lot as a teenager, but with no teacher. So I try to practice with the books and try to get from the records. But everything was self-taught. So I never had any banjo lessons in my life, and my banjo was in the closet for many years, even though I was always saying that I gotta get back to it someday, but I didn't for a long time. So I always felt bad, that even though I'm saying I didn't act. So I finally signed up this online course, and I'm practicing from the very basics, which I really enjoy. And someday, if I get better, if I feel a little more confident, I might play for this online concert. But today I'm gonna play the guitar, but I'm gonna sing one bluegrass classic song, which I learned as a teenager. So you might know this song. And this is by Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs, called the Blue Ridge Cabin Home. Okay. And I'll do a little slower. There's a well-made path on this old mountainside. Well, I wonder when I was alive, and I wandered alone to the place I call home, in those blue ridge years far away. Oh, I love those hills of old Virginia, from those blue ridge years that didn't know. When I die, won't you bury me on the mountain far away in my Blue Ridge Mountain home? Now my thoughts wander back to the ramshackle shack in those blue ridge years far away. My mother and dad were laid there to rest. There are three spaces gathered there. Oh, I love those years of old Virginia, from those blue ridge years I live alone. When I die, won't you bury me on the mountain far away in my Blue Ridge Mountain home? I return to that old mountain home with a sigh. I've been longing for days gone by. When I die, won't you bury me on this old mountainside? Make my resting place upon the hill so high. Oh, I love those years of old Virginia, from those blue ridge years that we know. When I die, won't you bury me on the mountain far away in my Blue Ridge Mountain home? Far away in my Blue Ridge Mountain home. Far away in my Blue Ridge Mountain home. That was a Blue Ridge Cabin Home by Flatt and Scruggs. I wonder if you know this song. It's a bluegrass classic song which I learned as a teenager back in Japan. Okay. And as a teenager, I was learning English in high school. And when I discovered this word, Blue Ridge, somehow it was very fascinating for me, because I didn't know what it was, and I didn't know what the Blue Ridge Mountains. But I saw some pictures there, and it was so beautiful, and I was dreaming to go there someday when I grow up. And when I first visited Blue Ridge Mountains Parkway, about 15 years ago, and I was so happy being there in Virginia. Yeah, so that was my story about Blue Ridge. Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna make sure everything's right. Okay. Oh, what kind of tuning? I use DADGAD tuning for most of the songs when I play the steel strings, D-A-D-G-A-D tuning. And when I play the nylon string, I tune the alternate tuning. I don't know even how to call it. It's a C, G, D, G, C, D. And I'm gonna play a brand new song that I wrote 2 days ago. So this is the first time playing, and I tune even differently. And this is open strings. I don't know what it's called. There is a story behind this song, this music. In the southwest corner of Colorado State, there's a small town called Cortez, C-O-R-T-E-Z, Cortez. And I think some of you might be familiar with this place because there's a Native American old ruin. It's a Mesa Verde National Park. And I went there for the first time about 12 years ago with my wife, and that time we weren't married yet. We were just a couples. And when we were searching the place to stay, my wife found a place called a Flagstone Meadow Ranch. And we were looking at reading at the guidebook, and we found this place. So she called this place, and the place was owned by the guy, about 70 years old guy, called Harris. And when we went there for the first time, it was in the middle of nowhere. It was a very beautiful place in the mountain, and me and the wife really loved the place. And also the Harris was a very gentle and very kind person. And he was married with a Native American woman, Navajo woman, so he can speak very good Navajo language. And he was telling us stories about Native American culture. And we had a great time about 12 years ago. And 2 years later, I had some shows in Colorado. And when I took my wife again, and when we went there, I wanted to bring my dad and mom to Colorado, because they've been to the places like New York and Boston and Los Angeles, but they've never been to southwest part of the United States. So I really wanted to see those landscapes. It's very different from other places. So I brought them, and 4 of us stayed there at the bed and breakfast. And my parents loved the place, and the Harris treated us very, very nicely. And about last week, me and the wife were talking about this place, because lots of COVID cases are rising everywhere, including New York City. And my wife was saying, I want to go back to Colorado, that the Harris's place. And she was wondering if the place is still there. So she was searching the website, and there was no website anymore. And she was like, what? And so she kept looking what's going to happen, what happened. And we ended up knowing that the place was closed about 4 years ago, and Harris sold this place to another couple. They were supposed to take over the place, which they didn't. I don't know why. And we ended up knowing that Harris passed away in 2019. And we were very shocked knowing that. And I was just thinking about this place, couple of days ago, and I just wanted to write something for this place. And this doesn't have a title yet, so again, if you have any idea, please let me know. Okay, so this is how it goes. That was a song, memory of this person, Harris Court, who lived in Cortez, Colorado. Thank you for listening. All right. Clear White Sky. Oh, that's a nice title, Bob. Thank you, Bob. Okay, I'll play something I always play again. I hope you don't mind. This is called From Coast to Coast. te comprendero. Hey, estés tú que entero. Hey, estés con entero. Hey, estés tú comprendero. Thank you, that was called From Coast to Coast. One of my classic songs I always play. Alright, I'm gonna play a couple more songs. I hope you're enjoying. Thank you. More comments are coming in. Thank you. Harris is home. Thank you. Alright. I'm gonna sing again using this nylon string guitar, and I tell these stories every time I play. It might be a repetition for you, but I'm gonna tell again because there might be some new people watching for the first time. I taught at the music gathering in North Carolina last year, 2019, so 2 years ago almost, in the summer, which was called the Swanano Gathering. It's basically a music camp for adults, and so many people are coming to this particular gathering because it's just a great community, and all over they're coming from all across the United States. And I taught classes for the Guitar Week, and the same week there was another gathering called a Contemporary Folk Week, which was designed for basically folk singers and singer-songwriters who play acoustic music. So they basically write songs with the acoustic guitar. And between my classes, I had free time, and I heard that since if you are instructor, you can take other classes for free. So why not? So I ended up taking one of the vocal classes. It was very inspiring for me because I never took vocal classes in my life. But anyway, in the class, the vocal teacher, her name was Mora, wonderful singer, and she assigned a student to compose a piece in the class with just using the voice, more like intuition, not much theory. And so she said to us, you could stay here or you could go out, whatever you want, but I want you to compose something and come back and share it. And I went out and walking up the sky, and I was waiting if any melody was coming. And for a while nothing came, but at the end this simple melody with the Japanese poetry came about. And when after coming back to the classroom, I shared this piece for other students and teacher. And the same week there was a morning meditation at 6:30 a.m. And even though this is a gathering, so people stay up night, stay up late, jamming and drinking. So it's very hard to wake up early. But when I first attended this meditation, I really had a great time. So every morning I set the alarm and I try to be there every morning. And the meditation was led by a monk from California. He's an American monk, and he was telling us very thoughtful stories about life. And in the meditation, there were some familiar faces because I see them in the daytime in the class and outside walking, jamming, and those students. And also I saw some instructors from Contemporary Folk Week, singer-songwriters, and the guitar instructors. And those instructors are, basically touring musicians. They tour all the time. And at the stage, they look very, how can I say, present and very bright. And even students, when I see them in the daytime, they are very bright. But in the meditation, I noticed that because the monk was very open, welcoming for anybody, that people started becoming more open, sharing their problems, issues, pains. And as I watching them, and I also became like them, and I feel very comfortable being there. And I think that those people I think felt the same. That's why they kept coming. And the idea I got was basically everybody's the same. Even though some people look happy, some people happier. We compare people, but inside, basically everyone has a problem and pain, happiness, everything. We are human. So I came up with another part in the meditation. I combined these two parts together, and I made this piece. And I made this new arrangement and this different tuning. So I hope you like this new arrangement. And this is called another. Morning tide will bring another day.家を建てた悲しい思い出忘れるために海の見える街に君も家を建てた悲しいあなたのそばにいるために生きてゆくのは辛いそれを言わないだけで僕もあなたと同じまた朝がYou built a house up on a hill. There's an ocean view from every room. All alone, you sit there and gaze, hoping that the memory fades. I also built a house up on the hill. There's a sound of water in the air. All the pain that you have endured washes out beyond the shore. Pain is but a part of every life. But these are the words I cannot bear to say. We are just drops of water in the sea. Morning tide will bring another day.風が運ぶ歌を知らないあなたは僕を置いてゆく生きてゆくのは辛いそれを言わないだけ僕もあなたと同じまた朝が来たね僕もあなたと同じまた朝が来たねThat was Morning Tide Will Bring Another Day. Okay, I'm gonna do one more piece for tonight. Thank you very much for watching, everybody from different places. Thank you. Oh, Sato Sensei, you are doing a bonfire. That's great. Thank you. Do you have another CD yet? Do you wanna have my CD, new CD, if I record? Are you interested in? So if you're interested in, I want to make a CD because I have songs that I wrote through this pandemic time since last year. So I'm hoping to record a new album. And basically, I think it's going to be a solo guitar album. Okay. And I want to do a little announcement. And some of you might know about my Patreon page. Basically, this is a platform which I share my new things, my creative process, and also some guitar tips. And also I've been practicing the music composed by different composers. So I record that piece and I share on this Patreon platform. And it would be great if you could consider becoming a member, and that by becoming that member, basically that keeps, me continuing this music because it's very challenging time, for everybody, but including musicians like me who lost basically all the shows, since last March, and it will continue to. So, and if you become a Patreon now, I can mail you this beautiful artwork. And I collaborated this artwork with my friend in Tennessee, Bill Allen. And he asked me to handwrite 2 of my original songs. And I wrote the handwritten charts for 2 songs, Gemini Bridge and Another Great Day to Be Alive, which I played before. And I sent him. And on top of my handwritten charts, he did this beautiful guitar printing. So now if you become this Patreon, I'm going to mail this to you. And if you're interested, please check it. And I'm going to share the link later after the concert. Okay, so I'm going to close this concert with my favorite Scottish folk song. And also if you enjoy what you hear, what you see, I truly appreciate any contributions for this online concert. And thank you very much for your support. And I'm going to share the donation link later after this concert. Okay, this is called Water is White. Thank you for watching. Water is wide, I can't cross over, and neither have I wings to fly. Build me a boat that can carry two, and both shall row, my love and I, and both shall row, my love and I. Thank you very much. That was called Water is White. And thank you very much for your comments. I'm gonna read the comments after you watch. Yeah, so yeah, it's still crazy time for everyone, especially in the US, but I hope you are staying well, and I hope to see you for the next time. Okay, have a good night everybody. Thank you for watching.